So here's an example of the distributive property. I don't think we're going to do the puzzle. We're just going to do the work. So I'm going to distribute this 3. Watch carefully. Adrian, get focused. I'm distributing it over this number. So it's going to be 3 times 6. Do you see a 3 times 6?
Yes.
Okay. And then we're going to go 3 times what number?
7.
3 times, so what should this number be?
7.
That should be a 7.
Can we do the code for
Okay. Yeah, later on. Okay. Then, the next one, now we're going to distribute this 5. So the first time it's 5 times what number?
4.
4, so we've got that.
9.
And then it's going to be 5 times what?
9.
5 times what? What are we missing?
9.
9. Then, now, this one, what's the first thing we're going to do?
8 times 11?
8 times 11. Do we have that there?
No.
No, so we have to put a what here?
11.
An 11. And then we should have 8 times 2. Do we have an 8 times 2? Yes, so we're doing that right. If you were doing the puzzle, how would you do this? Where you see a 7 at the bottom, you'd put the letter L. And I don't know if there's more than one 7. There might be. Yeah, there are more than one number on some. If where you see the 9, you're going to put the letter R. And there's no more 9s. Okay, then where you see an 11, you're going to put the letter I. So this is an I. And there's another one. There's 3 of them. Okay, then let's go to the next one. It should be, okay, put it away, ma'am. Okay, so on this one, it's going to be 6 times what? 6 times 8 plus 6 times what?
5.
So this number should be what?
6. 6 is only 1.
So the 6, you're going to put the letter E.
Yeah. It's the first one.
Is there only one? Okay. Then this one, oh, it's a spammer. My spammer friend. Okay. All right, then on this one, 25 times what?
30.
Do we have a 25 times 30?
Nope.
So what is this number going to be?
25.
25, and then double check. 25 times 40 is right there. Then,
There's only one 25.
oh, what is the letter for 25? It's C.
C.
So it is. Okay. Then the next one. Okay. All right. Now this is different. Okay. Hold on a second. This one is different. All right. So let's see what is missing here. So if I were to work it from here, are you sure?
Yes.
70 times 9. We have a 70 times 9. And then we need a 70 times what? Oh, there it is. It's going to be 12. Okay. Then, so the number 12 is the letter N. No, because I need to get this done so we can start on the other activity altogether. So again, girls and boys, I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm not going to do the puzzle. You can do the rest of the puzzle later, but let's get these finished. So who can tell? Now this time I'm going to go to this one. Who can tell what number was distributed in both? Yes, ma'am. Larissa, the 3. And you can double check it. 3 times 61 and 3 times 49. Let's go to the next one. What number is distributed in both of these? They've got it backwards, but what number is in each of them?
4.
A 4. So is that going to work if I put a 4 here?
Yes.
4 times 6 is 4 times 6 plus 4 times 8. So that's it. It's just switched on sides. Who thinks they know the missing number on this one here?
20. Oh, 20.
20 is in both. So 20, well, watch this carefully. 20 times 3 is right here, and then 20 times 17. So we distributed, it is 20. Then, so this one, I see 9 times 55, and 9 times what?
29.
So this should be a 29. You are right. And I'm just going to double check 9 times 55 plus 9 times 20. That's it. Then this, I'm going to look at this one here, and I'm going to distribute it myself. So 87 times 38 is there. 87 times what? What's the second number?
86.
Girls and boys, watch this one, please. 87 times 38 is there. The next should be 87 times what?
74.
Times 74. And that's what we're missing. Okay. Then, the next one, I'm going to do this one where we have to distribute it to find out the missing one here. So 31 times 99, is that there? Plus, I need a plus, then 31 times what?
99.
No, we already did the 99. We did 31 times, okay, we did 31 times 99, that's already here. And then we need 31 times what?
56.
So what goes here?
31.
The 31. Then, again, I'm going to go to the side where we have to distribute to see what's missing. So the first thing we have to do is go 5 times what? 80, and then go 5 times 50. Do we have 5 times 80?
Yes, but we have to do the 5. No.
So what's missing?
5.
5.
And 5 is up.
So 5 times 80, 5 times 50. Then, this one I'm going to start at this side and start distributing. So what's the first number we should distribute? 19 times what?
33.
Do we have that?
No.
So what should we put here?
33.
And plus 19 times 6, and we have that. Then this last one. Okay, this is actually, I'm going to start on this side where I've got the whole side here, and I'm going to go 325 times what number?
7.
So I've got that, plus 325 times what?
8.
Very good. And you can keep that at your desk, and if you want to fill out the puzzle, you can do that later after we start. So don't do it right now. Get out. Okay, shh. So go ahead and get out this one. Oh, is that from yesterday? Wait, that's from yesterday. We're doing this one.
41. Oh, 4-2.
Okay, 4-2. Here we go. Okay, girls and boys, eyes up here. Don't be trying to finish up the puzzle right now. We need to go ahead and go on. Let me turn this light on. All right. All righty. Okay, shouldn't hear any talking. Patrick. All right, so here is a model that you, on some standardized test, you're going to need to know what this model is. Nobody at this time should be writing anything. Nobody should be writing, because you should be paying attention right here. So this model shows 5 times 24, and they're trying to model it for you. In other words, if you look right here, how many little boxes are here?
10.
There's 10. This is a 10 block. And this is 10. What's 10 plus 10?
20.
And then they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is 24. Do you agree that that's 24?
Yes.
So going across. Well, and they've got 1 of those. They've got 2 of those. They've got 3 of those, 4 of them, and 5 of them. So they want you to be able to look at a model. Again, I see somebody over by the wall is writing. You shouldn't be. You should be focused here. So what they want you to do is, from this model, figure out what that answer is. So who has an idea, looking at this model, what we could do to figure out the answer? Sebastian, what do you think?
I think that we could count the tens and then see which number
Awesome. That's exactly what we're going to do. So let's count the tens. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's 10 times 10?
100.
So they're doing it different, but I'm gonna see how they're doing it. 24 is 2 tens, 5 times 2. I don't know what they're doing here. I just don't have a clue. But we're going to count it this way. So we said that there's 10 tens. So what's 10 times 10? Is 100. And then how many of the ones are there? There's 4 times 5. What's 4 times 5? 20. So that means it comes to 120. Now we haven't done the long multiplication, but I'm going to show you very quickly. If I put 24 here and 5 here, I'm going to sort of do a distributive. So what is 5 times 4? So I'm just going to put 20. What is, now this is in the 20. What is 5 20s?
100.
It's 100. And we get the same thing. Okay. But that's not really how we're actually going to do multiplication, but I'm just using the distributive.
2 times 5 is the actual,
That's how we really do it. And when we review, that's how we're doing. But I'm doing like a distributive where I go 5. In fact, I'm breaking this up into 20 plus 4. So 5 times 20 is the 100, and 5 times 4 is the 20. So it comes to 120. I'm using the distributive, but you don't have to. Then let's look at this one. Okay. So it says regroup 21s. We're done with that. Never mind. Let's move on. We're done. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and look at this one. So, who knows what number this is going across?
36.
Okay, I'm not looking at all of them. I'm just looking at this first row. How many are in this first bar?
16.
10? Okay, hold on. I said in this bar there's 10 plus 6 more, so there are 16. And then there's another 16
32.
and another 16. Okay. So they're trying to model. They want you to see as a model how you can find this answer. So you can think of, and in fact, what they're doing, I know exactly what they're doing. They're modeling the distributive property. In other words, what's 10 plus 10 plus 10?
30.
Okay. In fact, listen carefully. If I go, that's my tens place. What's 3 times 10?
30.
30. And then, what's 3 times 6? What's 3 times 6? 18. So then I could go, watch how I'm doing with my number. Then I can go 3 times my 6 is 18. So it's really showing you, this model is showing you the distributive. How you can take 3 of your tens place, and then 3 of your ones place, and you can get your final answer. Oh, that's 18, is 48. So let's see how we can do that over here. And in fact, I'm going to rewrite it maybe on this one. So this first bar is 10. This one here is what?
3.
This one here is another 10, so it makes 20. And then how many more do we have?
20.
So all of these here are 23. Okay. So I'm going to break it up a little bit different. I'm going to put 4 times 20 plus 3. Okay, so I want you to visually look at this. So this is 4 times 23. Here's a 23, another 23, another 23, another 23. So let's just take, how many are all these tens? What's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? It's 80. And so what they're trying to show you is if I go 4 times 20, what is that going to be? That's going to be 80. And that's the same thing if I just did it here. 4 in the 20 spot is going to be 80, plus, now I've got 4 times 3. What's 4 times 3?
12.
12. Or I could do here and go 4 times 3, and that is 12. And then I add my final answer. What's 80 plus 12? 92. And do I want to do that? Regroup? No, I don't want to do that. Okay, so skip over to what we're mostly going to do. I'm going to tie this into the distributive property so you can see how to multiply mentally. So, again, just recognize, so everybody should be on this 5 times 14. So just recognize, do you agree that this is 10? And then there's how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we're going to do, watch carefully, I'm going to go, what's 5 times 10?
50.
50. So put a 50 right here. This is the distributive property that I'm using. Then I'm going to go 5 times 4. What's 5 times 4?
24.
It's 20. What's my final answer?
70.
70. So sometimes, some of you have already had the multiplication where you go 14 times 5 and you go 5 times 4 is 20. You carry that, and 5 times 1 is 5, and it goes to 70. But what I'm showing you is that you don't have to do that all the time. You could mentally go 5 times 10, you get your 50. 5 times 4 is the 20, and it comes to 70. So that's what they are showing. So this one here is 10, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that, do you agree that that's 15? Okay, and now we're going to go 5 15s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do it mentally. We're going to go 5 times the 10. What's 5 times 10? 50. And I'm going to box this up so I don't lose it. Okay. And then we're going to go plus 5 times 5.
25.
My final answer is what?
75.
75. And I didn't have to line it up like this and carry. So let's go ahead and look at the next one. This is 13, 10 and 3. We've got 6 of them, so it's going to be 6 times 13. We're going to do it the distributive property. We're going to go 6 times 10. What's 6 times 10? 60. In fact, I'm going to put it up here because I don't remember. Plus, what is 6 times 3?
18. 88.
The final number is
78.
78 people. 6 and 1.
78. 78. Yeah, that's 78. 88.
Some of you are saying it 5 times. You don't need to say it 5 times. Thank you. Okay, let's go on. So, here we go. So, again, this is 13, and we've got 7 of those. So, I'm going to use the distributive property again so we can learn how to do it mentally. 7 times 10 is 70. 7 times 3,
21.
21. Our final answer is 91. And it'll be tomorrow when we're not going to have models. So I don't want you to draw them because they're very cumbersome to draw. This is really what we're going to be teaching today, is how you can do this mentally using the distributive method. So, today I could count them. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. And then 3 times 7 is 21, and I would get 91. But again, let's do the distributive. So this one, that's 10 and 2 is 12, and I've got 8 of them. So, well, 8 times 10 first is what?
80.
And that would be 80. And then 8 times 2
16.
plus 16, our final answer is what?
96.
96. Are you kind of getting the hang of that? All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this one. What's that? All right, let's go ahead and do this one. So 22, and there's 7 of them, so it's 7 times 22. If I have a model, I could count it, but we're going to use the distributive property. 7 times 20. What's 7 times 2? 14. And because it's in the tens place, it gets an extra 0. So 1, 4, 0. So, or I could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 times 10 is 14 with a 0. Then we're going to go 7 times 2 is what?
14.
And the final answer is
155.